The Stamp Act, a tax that made colonists angry. What was the Stamp Act? In 1765, the British government passed a law called the Stamp Act. This law said that colonists in America had to pay a tax on printed items like newspapers, playing cards, and legal documents. To show they had paid the tax, these items had to have a special stamp on them. So why did Britain create the Stamp Act? Great Britain had just fought a long and expensive war called the French and Indian War. To help pay for the war, the British government decided to tax the American colonies. They thought it was fair because British soldiers had helped protect the colonies during the war. Why were the colonists upset? The colonists were angry because they had no say in the British government. They had no representatives in Parliament, which was the group that made laws in Britain. The colonists believed that they should not be taxed unless they had a voice in the government. They began saying, "No taxation without representation." How did the colonists protest? Many colonists refused to buy stamped goods. A group called the Sons of Liberty led protests against the tax. Some colonists even attacked the offices of British tax collectors. People also wrote letters and gave speeches arguing that the tax was unfair. What happened next? The protests worked. In 1766, the British government decided to cancel or revoke the Stamp Act. The colonists were happy, but Britain still believed it had the right to tax the colonies. More taxes were passed later, leading to even more protests and eventually the American Revolution. Why is the Stamp Act important? The Stamp Act was one of the first times that the American colonists joined together to stand up to Britain. It helped them realize that they could fight back against unfair laws. The Stamp Act protests were an important step toward the colonies gaining their independence from Britain. Would you have protested the Stamp Act? Why or why not?